Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 14th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great uh, Wednesday out there so far. Hope everybody continue to have a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Thursday and Friday. We'll take a look at the weather radar across the nation, take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer. And also, we're going to take a look at the Power Outage Map across the United States. As we do have a numerous amount of power outages from Texas to Georgia. And we will have that at the end of the broadcast. So I hope you stick around through the entire video and get a chance to see my forecast and also the power outage map. See if this applies to your location in the end of the video here. Okay, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get these numbers to climb on up to close to 500 subscribers. I need some help from everyone on the community. If I can get somebody to help me get to 500 subscribers, I would greatly appreciate it. If there's anybody willing to help a brother out, I'd greatly appreciate it. So I'd greatly appreciate it. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now, and we're going to get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty. We got some shower and thunderstorms over southern southeast Canada around Montreal and Toronto, Canada. Also, we got some shower and thunderstorms up here around the Great Lakes region, around Michigan, down towards Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, Kentucky, and back into Virginia, all the way into portions of into New York, Pennsylvania, New York, all the way into portions of New Hampshire, Vermont, and also into Maine as well. Also, we got more shower and thunderstorm activity extending into Kentucky, also into North Carolina, down into South Carolina, down into northern Florida, a little bit down in southern Florida there as well, back into portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, back to Texas, to Oklahoma, all the way to southern Canada and to North Dakota there as well, all the way back into Montana, also back into portions of southwestern Canada as well. Also extending all the way back into portions of Central California and Southern California there as well. We got some critical fire weather issue problems over New Mexico, southeast Arizona, and western Texas. Down here in the red slashed area, got some heavy rain and flash flooding possible. Also got some yellow slashed area, got some severe weather possible on the panhandle of Florida, back in the ports of Alabama and Mississippi. Also, we got another area of severe weather possible over here in portions of Oklahoma, Kansas area, and eastern Colorado, that is. Also, we got mixed precipitation over just west of Denver and Colorado. Also, over here in portions of central and northern portions of Utah. Also, in the portion of western New Mexico, Wyoming. Also, over northern Wyoming as well. Also, northeastern Idaho and central Idaho and western Montana as well. High pressure pretty much dominating southern Canada, all the way into portion of Minnesota, into Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, back in the portion of Kentucky and Tennessee. Also down here in the southwestern United States, from southern California through Arizona, New Mexico, back into Texas. Also over toward the Houston, Texas area as well, northern Mexico. Also into the Gulf of California as well. Los Angeles, San Francisco, dry weather expected for you guys. Also into portions of Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State, around Seattle, Washington, and also into Vancouver, Canada, as dry weather dominates your weather for Thursday. Alright, we head on into the forecast for Friday. You can see we got dry high pressure pretty much dominating us, much of Canada as well, up in the north, in the southeastern portion of Canada, southern Canada, and the southwestern portion there as well. Also, high pressure is also dominating portion of Minnesota, back into Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, northern Kentucky, also into Indiana, and also into Michigan. Montreal and Toronto, Canada, you'll be on the borderline of dry and some shower activity there as well. We got scattered showers over here in Maine, all the way through Boston, New York, Philadelphia, back into Pennsylvania, West Virginia, down into North Carolina, right along the North and South Carolina border. Maybe some scattered showers and storms there. Extending all the way around into the Atlanta metro area, also into portions of Miami uh, area as well. Also back over towards Louisiana, back to Kansas, Nebraska, all the way up into portions of North Dakota, a little bit right near southern Canada there as well. Extended all the way back into Wyoming, back into southern California there as well. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation shower activity over northwestern portions of Washington State. We got some mixed precipitation over portions of Wyoming, southern Montana. Also a little bit over here in portions of northeastern Idaho, Utah, and also in the portions of central Utah. And also over here just west of Denver, Colorado as well. In the yellow slashed area there may be some severe weather possible, extending from eastern Oklahoma into portions of Mississippi and through Arkansas also. We got high pressure dominating the remainder of the forecast area from portions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, back in the portion of Washington State, Oregon, Nevada, into California, around San Francisco and Los Angeles area, back into Arizona, New Mexico, down into Texas, all the way down into Mexico, and also into the Gulf of California. All right, that was your forecast for Friday. All right, now we're going to take a look at your weather radar now across the nation. As you can see, we got scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder over southern Canada. Also, we got some rain and snow over portions of southwest Canada, maybe a few thunderstorms there as well. We got more showers and scattered thunderstorms also expected through northern Idaho, through Montana, all the way back into portions of Colorado, also into portions of Wyoming, Colorado, and also in the northern portions of Arizona, New Mexico as well. Also in the southern and central Nevada, over here in portions of California. Scattered activity also over here in portions of Hawaii Chain Islands. Also got central and south of Alaska. Got a few rain and snow showers there as well. Sorry about that pop-up. Guam radar currently unavailable. Puerto Rico, Cuba, a few around the Bahamas. Scattered activity down here in southern Florida and off the southeast coast. Scattered activity over here in Missouri, back in Arkansas, eastern Texas, northern Louisiana. Got that line of shower and severe weather extending from central Mississippi all the way into southeast Georgia and a portion of southern South Carolina there as well. Scattered activity remainder elsewhere through Kentucky, back in the portion of Virginia and Tennessee. And like I said, we got some scattered showers and storms over the northeast from Pennsylvania into Maine, southeast Canada, and also over here portions of Newfoundland as well. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar across the nation. Slowly coming up, folks. Here we go. We got it. Alright. We still got those air quality alerts over Wisconsin, also northern Michigan, also in the portion, also in all of Minnesota. Also some scattered about throughout Illinois, Missouri, western Missouri, over here in portions of Oklahoma. Also over here in portions of Arizona there as well. Some red flag warnings are in effect for central and southern portions of New Mexico and also western Texas. Flood advisory, flood warnings in effect for Wyoming and western Nebraska. Still got that frost advisory for portions northern Nevada. Got some wind advisories over here in portions of Idaho and western Montana. Got some special weather statements also in portions of eastern Montana there as well. Got the river flood warnings still in effect for South Dakota, Idaho, also in the portions of Nevada there as well. We still got that flood advisory for portions of northern Texas. Heat advisory is also in effect for West Texas, central and southern Texas, southern Louisiana, and southern Florida. We got some tornado watches in effect for southeast Georgia, the coastal waters. It's also back over into portions of northern Florida and southeastern Alabama. Got some flood watches in effect for portions of central Georgia, also back into central Alabama. Got this big area here of severe thunderstorm watches extending from the panhandle of Florida Also back into central Alabama and southern Alabama there as well. Central and southern portions of Mississippi. Also central and southern Arkansas, eastern and southeastern portions of Oklahoma, and also northeastern Texas. We have a tornado warning there in effect for northeast Texas. Severe thunderstorm warnings in the severe thunderstorm watch area. We have some flash flood warnings going on down here in southwest Georgia. We got a few tornado warnings also in southern Georgia as well. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warnings, and advisory map. Storm Prediction Center overview. Sorry about that. Overview for their forecast page. As you can see, we got that marginal risk over here in portion of the northeast around the Maryland and Connecticut region. There's that low pressure system spinning over portion of New York State. Continue to lift in the east, bringing some scattered showers of storm to you guys. There's the severe weather going on down here in the south and southeastern United States with tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches, and that moderate risk and slight risk area down here, and enhanced risk for severe weather. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the general thunderstorm area from North Dakota back into portion, also northern portion of New Mexico, and also in Arizona, back into California and Nevada as well. As you can see, the convective outlook a little bit better. There it is, general thunderstorms in the lighter green areas there. There's that slight risk, moderate risk, enhanced risk down here in the south from Texas all the way to the Carolinas and including Florida. There's that marginal risk up in the northeastern United States. Current watches, we still had a tornado watch for southeast Georgia, for southwest Georgia, northern Florida, including the Florida Panhandle with severe thunderstorm warnings. Watches there for southern Alabama, central Mississippi, eastern Louisiana, much of Arkansas, and northeastern Texas with severe thunderstorm warnings there. Watches in effect in the blue. The red is the MDS discussion. Still talking about the concerted tornado watch that's in effect. And the severe thunderstorm warning, the watch in effect, and also this one down in Georgia and northern Florida there as well. Okay, let's move on to the storm reports. As you can see, we had 7 tornado reports so far today. Wind reports 112. High wind report for 174. Large was 16. We had a total reports of 193. I'm expecting that number to go over 200 later on tonight and for the remainder of the evening. The hail reports looked like it was up here in portion of Boston. Also down in Maryland and also over in eastern Pennsylvania. Also more damaging winds over here in Georgia, shooting through much of Georgia, central and southern Alabama, central Mississippi, northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, eastern northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, and northeastern Texas. And the hail looks to be pretty much over central and southern Georgia, central and southern portions of Mississippi, Alabama, eastern Mississippi, southern central Mississippi, also one right here in southern Missouri, also central Arkansas, northwestern portion of Louisiana, and northeastern Texas for large hail. And the fire weather issuance is over here in western Texas, back into New Mexico and southeastern portions of Arizona. That's why they got the red flag warnings in effect for you guys, because a fire could take off quickly and cause a lot of damage in certain areas. Alright, and finally we'll wrap it up with the power outage map across the United States. We currently have 13,899 people without power in Texas. We have 13,251 people without power in Arkansas. Also, we got 24,634 people without power in Mississippi. We got 62,346 people without power in Alabama. And finally, in Georgia, we got 13,520 people without power in Georgia. Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. And also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.